Drum roll, please.
Welcome to the PTPawcast. My name is Alejandro and I am a member of the PawTech squad and one of your hosts for today. Today we are interviewing 3 teachers from Poplar Tree to discuss how they provide an equitable education for their students.
And I'm Alex Hammer, also on the PawTech squad and another host for the day.
My name is Samyukta Nair. I'm also on the PawTech squad and I am another host for today.
All right, let's get started with today's podcast. To celebrate Equity in Education Month, we have decided to tell the story from our multi-age classrooms here at Poplar Tree.
Our stellar teachers work very hard to ensure that all of our Poplar Tree students have equitable access to learn and grow. When we say equitable, we mean that not every student gets the same thing, but each student gets exactly what they need to be successful.
So teachers, can you all tell us a little about your students and their needs?
So my classroom has some students who have difficulty speaking, some students who have difficulty walking, some students who have difficulty seeing. So a lot of what I have to make sure I prepare for my students has to involve helping them be able to meet all of those needs.
What are some tools you use to help your students overcome these challenges? And Ms. Kylie, perhaps you could share some about how technology tools can help as well.
Our teachers and I work together to figure out what our students can do and what they can do, and we try to find the tool that matches that in order to help them communicate more efficiently, just as Ms. Houston was saying. So if they're having a hard time and they're upset and they're pushing things away, we might bring out an iPad or maybe another tablet to help them say, no, I don't want that, or I want to take a break, if they're getting frustrated. We also work together to look at computer access, so if they're unable to use a mouse like you guys are using on your laptops, we look at maybe they can touch the screen, or maybe they can drag and drop and show that they understand what Ms. Houston or Ms. Jihi is teaching. So, even though they may not be able to express themselves in the same way that we do, we can still use different tools to kind of help them be able to tell us that they do understand some of those concepts that they're learning in class.
Here at Poplar Tree, we believe that all means all. So who wants to share what they think that means to them?
Everyone learns differently. And I think the most important thing when we think about how to best support, our kids is thinking about what we can do to help them get there. And if that means, standing on my head, then, I'll stand on my head.
And it kind of reminds me, Alejandro, in the beginning, you had said equitable education means that, not everybody gets the same thing, but everybody gets what they need. And I think it's just really amazing to walk into your classes and to see, your students are learning. Mm-hmm. They are having fun. They are doing what they need to do. And it might not look the same when you walk into another classroom in our building, but that's what it's about, right? Keeping it equitable so that they can be successful. And it truly is awesome to see you all with your students and to see the ways that you take tools and adapt them and use technology and whatever you need to do, stand on your head or jump around and dance, to make sure that they are having a great experience at school, and they are. So we are lucky to have you here at our school.
Thank you for participating in our second episode of PT Podcast. We appreciate you sharing about how you are creating an equitable access for your students.
And remember, whether you're from far or near, at Poplar Tree, we all belong